What up, 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 what up? It is your Simply Sisters. We back. We had a long break, but we're back. Let me get to saying hello to everyone. E-Tide, hello. I know you had to run in. Maybe you had to run out. How you doing? Justin Thompson, you're always in the building. I love it. Thank you, Justin Thompson. I'm so grateful for you. Made in Texas, what's up? Jim C, what's up? Dave Bryson from New Zealand, what it do? Let's go. Wanda Smith, hi. Hey, wrong is wrong. What's going on? What's going on? Listen, Simply Sisters been on a little what? Sabbatical, a little break.
Just a little break.
Listen, I'm here with my co-host, beautiful co-host, WYNTIS Hall of the 810 News Media Group.
Thank you, baby.
Girl,
how my sister doing, girl? How my sister doing?
You brings all the people with you when you come.
Come on, y'all. Come on in the room.
Okay, I love
that. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. We're back. Simply Sisters, y'all know what we doing over here. We were doing the 5 love languages before the holidays came. We're going to continue. Taz, what's up? P from the D, what it do?
Girl, hey.
We back.
Justin.
We are back. Okay. Today is our mental health day. And we are going to get into our 3rd love language for today. But WYNTIS, how you feeling? How was your holiday?
It was nice. It was peaceful. It was refreshing.
All right. Petty Goat in the building. What up, Money Boy Trey? How's it going? Hope you're well. So we're gonna get into the 5. Did you share everywhere? You got all your people coming, what they doing, what we doing?
Everybody here in the room.
Because I feel like today is a very important love language. Today is a very importante.
Importante.
Okay.
Muy
importante. Hey Pamela, how you doing? Thank you for all in the queue people tapping in. Thank you for all the 810 News Media Group people tapping in. Listen, one thing I love my Flint folks, and I love my all in the queue folks. Okay, for wherever you're watching us from, let me get this out of the way too. If you're watching us from California and in the LA area, listen, we're praying for your safety.
Yes.
Listen, those fires, the pictures that I am seeing, the devastation that
Wow.
I am seeing, people are losing everything, everything, like nothing. They have nothing. Um, you all, hope you all are safe. Praying for you. As soon as I find a way to send like clothing, I think I have some clothing that I need to box up and get rid of.
You know what?
I'm
That's a
going to
good idea.
yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as I can find out where
Mhm.
they're collecting donations, because I know that a lot of people only escaped with the clothing on their back. I think her name is Gina Kiko. Janae.
Janae Heiko.
Yeah,
Heiko.
her and her children, they only escaped with the clothes on their back. Lori Lightfoot's aunt and uncle, 90 years old, they only escaped with the clothing on their back. And she, 90 years old, I can't imagine what the senior community is doing, because
One
they not
of
going to rebuild.
One of our own ATN viewers, Miss Marcia Talbert, I think she's from Pasadena, California, was woke up at 3 a.m. out of her sleep, smoke filled house, orange glow outside, had to drive through the fire just to get to safety. House
Wow,
completely gone, but you can replace the material things, but you can't replace life.
that's right. So, don't try to save anything. I mean, you can make more memories. We can't make another one
Yes,
of you.
that's right.
Just get out and get somewhere safe. What's up, Dr. Sturdivant? I hope you're well today. Um, so let's let's begin. KC, what's going on, KC?
Hey, see?
KC, I hope you well. We're gonna try to get into it because I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, but we do want to make sure we get enough time in to discuss what we need to discuss.
Oh, quality
The
time.
love language today is quality time.
QT.
QT.
QT. QT.
Dave Bryson, those videos and pictures I seen, man, I was devastated for those people. Memories and things that you can't get back, you know, they can't be replaced, but at least you have your life. But listen, quality time. Let's get in these comments and y'all give me your definition of quality time. We're gonna read some of them and we're gonna talk about it. But first, we're gonna get WYNTIS's definition of quality time. Let's go.
Quality time for me, we don't have to go anywhere. We don't even have to talk. Just being there, just being around someone, matching energy, feeling the love. We could be looking at the ceiling, child. It's not about sex. It's not about the communication. It's just about being there. Just just hold me. That's quality time. Just spend some time with me. Cut the phone off, put the phone down, cut the TV off. Just spend some time with me.
Now
That's what
listen,
it's simple. It's very simple.
that for the super producer, let's get into the super producer's definition of quality time. So the super producer's definition of quality time for me is we are engaging in learning more about each other
So you want to do all
with
that,
no distractions.
all that talking.
So there's no cell phones,
Right.
there's no children, there is no TV, maybe, but we are having a deep discussion about whatever we're discussing. So you are giving me your undivided attention. Quality time for me is undivided attention.
But
But
does it
if
always have to be a deep discussion?
it don't have to be always a deep discussion,
Okay.
but I want your undivided attention. And I think that is something that we are so lacking in this. age of social media and cell phones and tablets and um, devices, watches. I think that we are lacking in giving people our undivided attention. And for me, it's not hard to do. Tell the people, Winters, because I will do what I will. You won't be able to reach me.
She will go off into airplane mode. You won't be able to find her, baby. You be looking high and you be looking low. You
Okay,
where she at?
because during that time, I could be giving my kids quality time, which because I'm now doing this YouTube thing. Um, I'm on the computer a lot. I'm doing work on the computer a lot. I'm investigating things. I'm looking things up. I'm putting things together. So this computer has a lot of my time. And so quality time, since that's my definition, most time during the day you cannot reach me because I am giving my kids the undivided attention that I want. I'm giving it to them. And I think that in relationships, whether it be friendships or relationship companionships, um, undivided attention is needed. Y'all get in the comments. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What is? Let me see some of y'all's definitions of
Quality
quality
time.
time. Hey,
And
Etod.
they probably like Netflix and chill. You
Is
know,
that y'all's definition of quality
hey,
time? I
if
mean,
that's
if
how
it
you do
is,
it, that's how you do it. Just be real. Let's have a real adult conversation about quality time because it can be
right?
so many different things for everybody.
Okay. Get in the comments. Tell me, y'all tell me, what is your definition of quality time? You don't need to wait for me to, because y'all know I got the textbook definition.
Well,
Let me see
Casey,
what Casey
okay,
says.
go ahead, go ahead.
I think it's a combination of both things y'all said. Okay, okay. Made in Texas says quality time is leaving the cares of the world on outside, concentrating on each other, doing what brought you together in the beginning. Listen, I like that last part.
What brought you together in the beginning?
I love that because I think that as we go through the relationship and the years go by and we get comfortable with each other, we stop doing the things that brought us together in the beginning.
Right.
That's what I'm feeling. Sometimes. Wrong is wrong says quality time is going out enjoying each other like bowling or watching a movie and eating. Okay,
That's nice. That's nice.
okay. If that fit, listen, Dr. Patroni. It's been a minute, Dr. Patroni.
Tito's is fine, Dr. Patron. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, Dr.
That's it. That's
Patroni.
the good
I
doctor.
hope your holiday was well.
That's the good
Tito's. What if Tito's brought you together?
doctor. Well,
You
Tito's shall
definitely
keep you together.
listen. You definitely should have a Tito's daily then.
Thank you, Tony. I look
Okay.
good too, right, Tony? Thank you, brother. Thank you,
Okay.
brother.
What
My
did
brother
Tito? What did Tony say?
he's complimenting you, but his sister is on here too. Thank you, brother. Hello.
Happy New Year, super producer. Thank you, Tony. Tony, wait.
All of them teeth, baby. No, Thank you, brother. I'm here too.
Tony, you know that she's a hater. She's on the hateration. She's Mary J for 2025. You know that. But thank you, Tony. Tony, you finna see me in these Flint streets. You don't got to worry.
Oh, girl, stop. I can't do you and Tony. I'm not gonna do that. No, not
You
gonna do
know me and Tony have a love affair.
it.
You're trying to get in between me and Tony.
And will.
Okay? I don't like that. I
And
don't
will.
I don't like that.
And
I don't
will.
like that. Okay. But Tony, 2025, super producer finna be
Get back
outside.
on script. Get back on script. We're
Oh,
going
okay.
back.
Okay.
We don't want to
Come
know.
on.
And Tony, we don't want to know your definition of quality time.
Yes, we do, Tony. I need to know for personal purposes. Oh,
Trevor. Hello, Trevor. Thank you for joining us, Trevor.
thank you, Trevor.
So, super
Okay,
producer is asking you guys, let Tony and Trevor, what is your definition of quality time? Hey, E Todd.
I'm waiting. Listen, I'm taking all kinds of notes because if I ever meet y'all in person,
Wake up, Sean.
okay, I'm finna be like, okay,
Quality time.
Sean, you sleep? Sean, it's good to see you. How was your new year? I hope it was well. I hope that you are developing. I think the last time we spoke, you were trying and developing. So let's go. I hope that's
Mm,
working out for you. Trevor said quality time, building things or something constructive with my wife. Okay.
that's nice.
Justin looking through his fingers.
Right,
Justin be
Justin, I
cracking
want to
me
know
up.
what you're thinking now, Justin. What how you be spending that little QT? Sean says
Sean
sleep.
said sleep is quality time.
Now you know what? I
For who? The back of your eyelids.
sister,
Cause
sister, you know your good sis right here. And you know one thing I will do is what? Sleep.
you know you
Uh,
had to take a nap today. I even sent you on the nap today. So
so I'm feeling
there's
my
that.
quality time. That's sleep,
There's that.
baby.
Tony Wiggins said, discovering what really brings that smile, like super producer displays daily. You know what?
I'm just a
See,
hater.
Tony been watching Simply Sister because he knows that the super producer love words of affirmation. You better work. You better.
No, he better not.
Sean Sims, you said what was you developing?
He don't
Okay.
remember. Oh,
Okay. Well,
him don't remember.
that's what you was developing.
Remembering.
You
KC.
know.
What?
Casey says it's a range of things. We can chill at home together, like Netflix and chill, or going out for an activity or date to unplugging and sitting quietly.
I like that.
Let me tell y'all what I would like.
Okay, yes, tell us.
So listen. So super producer is twice divorced. I'm looking for my forever relationship. So I'm I haven't dated lately because the initial meet of some men have not. This how I'm looking because your initial interaction with me is not good. So, and I'm feeling like I'm not finna waste nobody's time. I'm definitely not finna waste my time. So, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
But I want this next relationship, I want to meet a man, right? That feels like he's losing his breath if I'm not in his presence, if that makes sense.
I want you to be obsessed with me.
Like, yes, like
Yes.
I'm a romantic person. I want you to feel like when you get off, like when 3:45 come, you get off at 4 and you looking at that watch and somebody talking to you, you like, yeah, I'm finna shut this down. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. What's she
Mm-hmm.
doing?
No,
What's she
I'll see you in the morning because
right? I gotta
I
get
gotta get
home
home.
to my baby.
That's what I want. That I want you to feel like you are losing your breath.
Yes,
If you
wrong
don't
is wrong.
get that,
Obsessed.
okay? That's what I want you to be like. I'm not feeling good. I gotta get home. That's how I want you to be. Okay?
Well,
Okay?
it do bring a little danger, but all of it bring danger. Because you're gonna be obsessed one way or the other anyway.
E Todd, what do you mean you can't give much? You twice divorced, so am I. You can definitely add to this conversation by giving us the answers to the questions of what you want. Now, if you was out there looking again, what do you want? How do you want to feel? Quality time. How do you want that to make you feel? That sounds like sleep to me, Cassie. Sean,
Sean
I
like to
say,
sleep. Leave him alone. Him
Sean,
sleep.
I don't know what type of time you on, but I'm gonna let you be on that time over there, okay? I'm gonna let you be over there.
Sean said him sleepy.
Finding a place and time where the feelings can seem like there's nothing and no
Just
Justin.
drop your number in the comments.
Justin. Now Justin. You better.
Okay, Justin.
Okay. Okay. What did Tony Wiggins say?
Kathy said, "Are you looking for Mr. Crazy?" Hell, that's what we be finding.
I ain't looking for Winter's looking for somebody obsessed, child. Mm-mm.
Well,
Honestly, you know
this
what
ain't the
I've been
same thing
playing?
I'm saying.
I've been playing a lot of board games and trivia games, 101 at home. I love that. Tony, that is something that we don't do, that often anymore. But I used to play a lot with my family,
Ask
like
them what game you been
Monopoly.
playing. I can't take this. What board game you been playing, Tony?
Tony, she is
I
on
got
you. I
work to
don't know
do
why.
today. Not with her.
I don't know why.
Not with her.
Sound like you want one of them old men super producer, Sean Sims. And if I did, that's my business. But it seemed like to me, you young men need to learn something from these old men because that's how I want to feel.
What's little baby or
And listen, y'all out here saying, oh, women can't be submissive. Give me what I want and find out, can I?
hmm. Oh, look what
See, now
Jim
you came to the
says.
wrong show because you're going to get it absolutely and positively. You're going to get it. Okay?
Who's Jim? Who is
What
Jim?
Jim say? Oh, I
Yeah.
love Jim. Jim plays the piano too, girl. Listen,
Word. What Jim
I
say?
am single, but quality time is playing piano and accordion. As an amateur astrophotographer, capture objects in the night sky and processing images such as galaxies and Neptune. Jim, you want to take me out of this world? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right
To
there.
another
Okay,
planet,
listen.
baby. Take me to another planet. I know that.
Listen.
Hmm. Hmm.
Twice divorce sounds scary. Okay, okay, so let's address this. Let's address this twice
Okay.
divorce since you scared. I mean, and I don't mind you being scared because I would rather you tell me you scared than for me to start dealing with you and be frustrated. Okay?
Right.
But let's deal with this twice divorced thing. Both times it was never I who initiated the divorce. Both times the men regretted that they initiated the divorce. But me, I'm a to the wheels fall off person. We gonna work on it and we gonna work on it and I'm gonna work on me and you should work on you. But if you're not gonna work on you, I'm not gonna be chasing you down out there. If she wants you, little stank can have you.
Little stank stank.
She can have you. I'm gonna let little ugly have you. Cause she ain't doing nothing but warming up leftovers. Cause
Hey.
if you ain't working on you, she gonna get the same you I got. And it's gonna be the same result. Okay then. You go figure that out. I love you too, though, Sean Sims. I love your comments because they bring things to the surface. Hey, little mama, we got a lady killer in the house. I'm dead. Y'all so crazy. Come on, Jim. Jim play that piano. That's it.
Girl, I
Oh,
say, hey,
we,
Jim. Hey.
we finna be singing and drinking. Where's
So
Dr.
we
Padroni at? We finna be singing and Titoing. Trevor said, nah, anything I could build with the wife and look back on and remember the time we spent doing it is always special. Oh, Trevor, I love that. Quality time does not always have to be spending money.
Trevor, you find out a lot of things about people that you work with, and I found out that Trevor is really as much rage as we see in him. He is just like a teddy bear when it comes to his wife. He will lay down and let her walk over him so her feet won't have to get wet. I mean, he's a hopeless romantic,
As
and I
he
think that's
should.
so nice.
As
That's
he should, because that's his queen.
yes,
That's his
and
queen.
he
He should be
treats her
treated
like one, even
as
though
he
she
should.
drives monster trucks and all that type of stuff. But that's his monster truck queen.
Now, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who's going to accept all of me, the good parts, the bad parts, you know, because not every day we going to like each other.
Mhm.
Being married and being in a relationship is a choice.
Right.
So, you know, you have to choose that person every day, every day, every day. You got to choose that person every day. So,
And you got to make time. You got to make time out to spend quality time, but it shouldn't be pressured time. It shouldn't be forced time. Does that make sense? Or
Right. I
quality
mean,
time shouldn't be a forceful situation.
I want somebody that come home and say, "You got the kids something to eat." That's done. We get ready to order something and lock ourselves in this room. I'm going to say, let everybody line up for melatonin because it's going down.
You get a Benadryl. You get a Benadryl.
Who's sick? Who needs some third flu? Nah, but for real,
Nah,
I
but for
am looking
real.
for somebody that is just like wants to say, this is your time and your time only. And I'm concerned about you right now. I want to know how your day was. I want to know, what you're struggling with. I want to know what you like, what you don't like. How many times have any of you woken up in a relationship and felt like, who am I with? I don't even really know this person. Like, we spend a quality time in the form of the deed,
Right. Doing the deed, and they think that's
and
quality.
that's when we having quality time. But as far as what this person's um hobbies are, what they like, their favorite color, what do they think about religion, what do they think about, just so many different things.
Look at my good sis Taz. You see her comment? Now
Let me
that
put it up.
that's my sister right there because that would be good for me.
My
When-
favorite times with
oh,
my friends is at Bell Hour on a nice summer night and listen to R&B and jazz. I love that.
that's beautiful.
I absolutely love that. Hey, Mr. Troy, how you doing? I want somebody. Let me tell you, my last husband. This is so funny to me. I was working and
Good
he was
evening,
not.
Mr. Troy.
He was not. He had gotten sick, and so I was working. And even when he was working, when he before he got sick and he was working, we both would be working, and we would be winded down for the night. His favorite thing to do was rub my feet, and I would always go right to sleep every time. We would be talking. Listen. I couldn't remember anything. We'd be talking, and I'd be like, and next thing you know, I'm sleeping. And when I would wake up, I would be under the covers and everything, and then I would look over at him because he would be watching TV, and he would
Right.
say, "You just went right to sleep."
And isn't that beautiful though? That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Like just spending time. It doesn't, like I said, we said from the beginning, it doesn't have to be sexual. You know, to me, you don't even have to talk. Like I said, just being there, being in your presence. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for me.
Wait a minute, Tony Wiggins getting deep. I'm not.
What
I'm
is
not
he
listening to you.
doing?
Tony said, "For me, when a woman brings compromise out of me, lets me know she's reaching my inner security I've imposed to protect my feelings. She's reaching me."
That's true. I feel him on that. I feel him on that. When you bring me to compromise, that's my brother. So we act alike sometimes. So yeah, when you bring me to the point where I'm willing to compromise for you, oh, you got me. You got me. You get
Then
my
Trevor
mind. You
Then
got
Trevor said, then again, I get to reward her with kisses. Didn't want to do that with the.
me.
Trevor, we
Sure.
we know you was in the military, so you going in the trenches.
He said soldiers, not pirates. See,
Okay,
that's the next.
you going in the trenches. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh Lord, our hater has joined the building today.
I'm not gonna do it.
Our
Hey, find it
haters.
good. Hey, find it good. Compromise is always better than a win or losing a relationship. Let me see. Fox and Rossi says, my husband will always surprise me. I came home one day and had my suitcase was packed and we went to the Poconos. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I want somebody to tell me to meet them at the airport and they ain't got a bag with me. And
That's the type of love that I want.
they say, don't worry about it. We're gonna buy everything when we get
Right.
there.
Right. That's the type of love that I want. I
You
want
know?
to experience that love,
Yes.
unconditional love.
Yes.
Like when
And
I look
and
at you, it's just it's just there. It's not forced. It's just love. Like I just want to look at you, love. That's the type of love I want.
and we don't always have to be spending money. The best time that I used to like is when my husband would help me do something. Like we could be putting something together, or I say I gotta write something. I'd be writing sometimes. I write songs. So that you all know that I write songs. I write all the music for these shows. And I used to write when he was alive, and I would say, "Well, I'm gonna write something," and he was like, "Ooh, let's write something together." And we would just be sitting there, and we would be writing, and we would be talking about, and then we would perform it for the kids. That was the best part, because the kids would be so embarrassed, but then they would be laughing. They'd be like, "What kind of music is this?" Like, those are the things. That's what I'm looking for. Quality time. That's important to me. If you gotta schedule me and all of this, I gotta make an appointment. I'm just like, I don't even know if you able to do quality time because you
But you
you so
know what?
worried about a schedule.
I have been with men that are sometimes they get busy. Like one particular man I know, busy all the time. But if you making room for me in your schedule, that's okay. That's okay. Super producer, because that's showing me that you do want to spend that time with me. Fit me in your schedule, baby. I'm not mad at that.
Don't put me on no event calendar.
N-
I want to be the thing that is dedicated to every day.
I
Let me see what
get
Petty
that.
Fish talking about. Y'all
But see,
saying
you
husband
have
or
to
wives, how
listen. If
do you
you
get
want that man, like you saying, you want to be secure. Like we getting to the age where we want to be secure. And if you got a man with too much time, now something is wrong. Something is wrong. You got too much damn time on your hands. Okay, like you got all this time to spend with me. So if you got to fit me in your schedule, that's okay because you're making an effort. In my mind, that's okay.
there? Okay. Petty Fish said, y'all saying husband or wives, how do you get there? What hope do you give to singles? Okay, I'm
Husbands
single.
or wives, I'm
We
single.
both single, Petty
Single
Fish.
as a dollar bill, baby.
Okay, we single. But okay, and I feel like when you're dating, let's talk about when you're dating. And then we're gonna talk about in friendships. So when you're dating, I feel like quality time don't always have to be eating. I feel like that we pick eating all the time. Like, okay, let's go out to eat. Like that's the only thing that you can do. Me, as I've gotten older, I feel like I want to go to a museum. I feel like I want somebody to call me and say, "Hey, you want to go to the museum today? You got time?" I'm like, "Yes, I have time." And what's your Starbucks order? Because I'm gonna show up with Starbucks and we finna walk this museum down. I'm feeling like that's how you create a better connection. Because I don't feel like we have connections other than physical connections. Those are the physical connections are the connections that we make the strongest. But I don't think that it was set up for a physical connection to be your strongest connection.
But is it a bad thing if it is?
How long is it gonna last? What if you're the person that you're with gets sick or something? What if they get in an accident and they end up in a wheelchair? There's a recovery time.
But I can still be with you. I can still feel close to you. I can still lay there with you. I'm still getting that physical connection.
Yeah, but it's not like, to me,
If I love you, I'm going to be there.
right, if I love you, I'm gonna be there. But that, for me, I feel like it has to be something stronger than a physical connection for me to be there. I'm not gonna leave anybody when they're sick, of course, but I might struggle a little bit. I feel like people struggle a little bit
If
when
you
someone
built
is
it,
sick.
And I feel what you're saying. Like if you built your relationship on that physical connection, you kind of that's kind of flimsy. Because eventually, like you're saying, you're gonna get old, somebody get sick. But if you are building and your that physical connection is the strongest part, or it's helping hold that relationship together, it's okay if you get sick. It's okay if you have, in my mind, it's okay because if I'm loving you, nothing else matters.
For me, as I've gotten older, I want you to love my mind first.
And I said that if
Yeah,
you got my mind, you got me.
yeah. I mean, I feel like I need to. I want to start doing things other than just going to eat. I feel like we eat all the time.
Girl,
That's the
food is
go-to
not
date.
love language.
I feel like that's the go-to date. I don't want to
That's
be
so
like
yeah.
now that I get older, I could cook for myself. I could cook anything I want to cook. Right now, I want to do stuff like go to a museum. I want to go to a spoken word club. I want to go to a comedy club and laugh and spend time with you and look at you and you look at me in a way like we just enjoying this is a great time. I want somebody to look at me like, man, I'm so
And
glad to
I
be here
get that.
with you.
I get that. I get that too. But dealing with somebody that's always on the go, that's always busy, that's always doing something. I just wanted the quietness. Like I said, just sitting there, just quiet, just being in his presence. That's enough for me. I don't now we can definitely go out to eat and they probably laughing. We can eat all day long. That's fine. I don't we can go eat, 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 eat. But I don't have to do all the museums and I say this all the time. We don't always have to go somewhere. Can we just sit down for a little while? Can we just talk for a little while? Can we just watch some TV? That's my quiet quality time. I like quiet quality time.
I am so searching for my next person because I stopped watching a lot of shows that I love because I watched them with my husband. He passed away. And I don't watch them anymore because they don't mean the same. And that is what I'm talking about. I want to create those connections so that if you ain't here, I'm not watching it because it doesn't mean the same.
Oh,
It doesn't feel the same. We used to have conversations about the shows that we used to watch. Like while we watching something, this is what we used to do. We used to record everything so that we could get the kids done, get kids fed, and then we come in our room and we turn on our shows. And we would talk about things when we would see them on these shows. And so I have not, I mean, my DVR is full of shows because I have not, I just cannot bring myself to watch them because they don't mean the same.
oh Lord, Tony
I'm
talking
looking.
about going to a strawberry patch and flying kites. If you don't go sit your ass down
You
somewhere.
and Tony, y'all need to air y'all stuff out before y'all get up here. Let me see. Pettyfish says, "What advice would y'all give to us to advertise to be invested in?" Hmm. I feel like, are you saying because for me, let me tell y'all about this current dating situation thing. Y'all women want men to take you and spend $500-600 on a meal, right? That's an investment.
Girl, but
If
not
they don't know you that well,
you ain't getting
what
all that.
what constitutes the investment? That investment.
Girl,
It
unless they meet somebody like Mr. Troy. Mr. Troy said one of his best dates was a bucket of chicken and a bottle of wine and a guitar at a lake in Wisconsin. A bucket
right.
of chicken. A bucket of chicken.
Mr. Troy said, "Is there still love for people in their 40s and 50s, or is it just business deals?" Mr. Troy, I don't know how old you think you are. I am, but I'm gonna let you know. I am the big grown age of 47.
Oh, girl.
So
I'm older than you,
I'm
Queen.
not looking for a business deal. Why?
Mm,
Because super producer can take care of herself.
mm.
I'm not looking for someone to put money in my bank account, pay for my nails and feet to get done, pay for my hair to get done. No, all those things I can provide for me. Uh, so I'm not looking for a business deal. I'm absolutely looking for what you see in the movies. That's what
So
I'm looking for.
the answer to his question, yes, Mr. Troy, is still love for people in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah, I mean,
Can Mary say that? Still believe in love.
what song? Some song just said, "I think we are alone now." Does it seem to be anyone around? You, Justin. Okay, Justin. There. Okay, y'all over here. Super producer is a youthful 51 years old. Oh, that's my, that's my age range. I got to stop. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Tad, T from the D. I don't want a situationship. I'm too old to be somebody's girlfriend. Okay. If y'all listen to the super producer, I am accepting applications, but I'm too old to be somebody's girlfriend. What
I
I
don't,
look like at my
I
big
don't,
age being introduced to somebody's mama as their girlfriend. I
I,
don't want to do that.
I don't want a title. Right now at this point in my life, I'm not looking for a title. I, a title doesn't define me in a relationship. It, it really doesn't.
Mr. Troy, I agree with you. I agree that it has been very difficult for me to date out here, right? Because somebody is always looking at my physical disposition, and that's what they always lead with. When I'm always getting text messages, right? And I'm sitting here reading the text messages, looking like this, just like this, and like, how am I gonna respond without seeming nasty?
Just don't respond. That's what I do. Put the damn phone back down. Let them think about it for a little while. They'll get the point sooner or later. She's not
Okay,
responding.
and so, Mr. Troy, I'm finding it super difficult to connect with someone in my age range or older that is not concerned about my physical appearance. And that's all we talk about when you text me.
Mm.
Sick of it. Do you understand me? Sick of it. Now, mind you, super producer has a degree, several professional licenses, can hold a very interesting conversation. But the only thing people can be texting me is, "Girl, you built like a brick house."
But see, you know what?
It's
When
gonna
you
be a house you ain't never gonna get in.
well, answer this for me. I have a question for you, super producer. Speaking of your status,
Okay.
okay? Don't look at Tony's comments because I already know he done wrote something. Thinking of your status, what if a man had a little something with a lot of time to offer you? How do you feel about that? And you can kind of read between the lines. You got a lot of time. You say you want quality time, baby. He can provide you with all the time that you need.
But
He's just an average Joe, just trying to make it.
is he an average Joe? Or is what he working with an average Joe? I don't know.
No, we're not talking about the physical stuff.
Oh, okay, okay,
We
okay.
talk about quality time. He has the time to offer you. Because you said you didn't want to be fit into no schedule.
Right?
Okay.
I don't have to be fit into a. I don't want to be. I want to. I want the schedule to work around me. I
But
know you got to go to
that's
work.
not always possible.
I don't know. We
I do.
prioritize. We prioritize what we want to prioritize. Let's
And
just be
that's
clear.
true. That's
We
true.
do what we want to do. We prioritize what we want to prioritize. My father told me, A man knows what he wants. If he wants you, he gonna tell you, and he gonna go after you and
That's
show you.
that's true.
So
But if
we
that man
do
out there grinding and hustling every day,
what we want to do. Okay. So
you dancing
okay,
around my
okay,
question.
Trevor.
You still dancing around my question. You gonna spend time with that man that got a lot of time, or you gonna spend time with that man that has to kind of fit you in his schedule because he's out there.
Why do he have a lot of time? See, you can't ask me these questions because I'm a person that's a question person.
I know
We
you
finna
are.
we finna research this thing. Why do you have a
Listen,
lot of time?
listen. I don't have the man's resume. I'm just saying the man got a lot of time because he may be on disability or something.
Oh, okay. He's still
Okay,
providing for himself. He got his own place.
got his own place.
He
He
got
got his little
okay,
one
yeah,
bedroom
no.
flat and
I
everything.
don't I don't mind that.
Okay,
I don't mind that.
okay.
Because listen, it may be for me to help you find something to do with your time.
Now, sis, then we talk about projects.
No, we did, but I'm not talking about like a project. I'm not talking about like a project. I'm talking about like get out. We go into the museum, we go into here, we go into there. Why he got to be a project? You just said that he was on disability.
Okay, a project. Because I know what the men on here are thinking. Some of them, especially that one little troll we got. I
Casey
ain't
said,
seen.
Casey said, what he on
You're on
disability for?
disability for mental health status.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Casey. Wait a minute, I got
Listen,
more questions. What
but
is he
listen,
on mental? What is he on disability for?
you'll hear a man say, a woman always wants to spend time with us. A woman always wants to spend time. They want to spend time, but they want a Gucci purse, or they want this, or they want to go on vacation. I got to work. Can't have it both ways. I mean, what do you think when you hear a man say that? Because it's a
I,
man in this chat that's probably thinking that.
well, I think that he has come across a lot of women. For me, I would say he's in the wrong place meeting whatever, these women. He's not um not what we was talking about today. I see that comment. We're gonna answer in a minute. I feel like he's not looking in the right place for whatever woman. He got to be sure about the woman that he's looking for. And then you can't go to the same places that you found these women that you was disappointed in. You can't continue to go to those same places. You have to change your behavior too.
Mr. and Mrs. Forever is not at your local strip club, okay?
Well, I mean, I know some people who have met there, but I don't know if they lasted. But I know some people that have met there.
Yeah,
But that might not be the place that you want to go because some of those women in there are absolutely looking for a Gucci bag, and I'm just saying. I mean, not all of them. Some of them are in there working, trying to put themselves through school. I mean, I'm gonna be fair.
I'm going
Uh,
with that man in that bucket of chicken.
but my father used to tell me, you attract what you are.
That's true.
So that's why we're here doing the work, so we can make sure that we are able to attract what we desire. So anyway, are you willing to date men with potential or rather him completely built when you meet him? This is funny, petty fish. This is very funny
Very funny.
because we talked about this today.
That's why I popped it up.
Okay. Listen, at my age and where I am in my life, I don't want to do no more projects. This is why she asked me because we was talking. I
Projects.
don't want to do any more projects. If you come over here, you got to already be potential. We
Potential.
ain't doing no, oh, he got potential. No, because I've had two of those, oh, he got potential. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form bitter about those situations because they actually built me as a woman and I built them up as a man. And now their next partner, my first husband, he has another partner. Now their next partner is reaping the benefits of everything that I helped mold them into being. Okay. So no, You need to already be potential for me.
Right.
I've already done my projects.
Yes.
I've already worked on. I've My first husband. He don't watch me, so he don't get on social media. But my first husband, when I met him, he didn't have a driver's license because he had 3 DUIs. He was living at home with his mama.
Mm.
Look at
Watch
the
it.
foundation that we already building.
Right.
Look at the foundation that we already building. I'm already setting the tone that I'm going to fix everything. Now, at the age that I am now I know that.
Fixing
But
that.
when I was younger, I wasn't thinking, look at what the foundation that I'm building with this person.
Right.
So you building the foundation with somebody, right? That's how you want to start it. You want to start it out as they got potential. Let me help them work on them.
And build
Listen,
him all up. And he realized, oh, I don't want her no more because now I can get this and that now. Because
I'm doing
cats got
all I can just to keep me together.
right.
I don't want to work on any more projects.
I will not work on any more
Okay.
projects.
I don't want to do any of that. I want me a fully potentialized man. I want a man that's going to come into my life and stabilize my life and
Stability.
say, listen, I'm be over there every Wednesday, take the garbage out. What? I'm gonna be outside every Wednesday with either a hot cup of chocolate because it's wintertime, or I'm gonna be out there with your favorite drink during the summertime when you come and do it. Cause when you coming,
I'm gonna be waving in the window.
okay, okay, and so that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a person to tell me, well, my car broke down last week. It's been broke down for a month, and I barely can get to work. And okay, but what you doing? What? Okay, yeah, no, I I hope that answered your question. I'm not doing any more projects, but if
Um,
you feel like you in the mood to do projects, I want you to keep in your mind this is the foundation that I'm setting. I'm setting that as the man or as the woman, I'm going to fix everything in this other person's life. And guess what they're going to expect you to do? Just that. Fix everything. They're not going to have the answer for anything. They're going to be looking at you to fix everything. Everything. Okay, that's just, that's
let's
my I'm not a handyman. Let me go with what you say. People
let's just
that think they can fix someone most times doesn't work out because once they are fixed, they could.
facts. That's what I just said. You fattening the frog for the snake.
Trevor got me weak. You're saying you don't want to see, you want an already potted plant, which is understandable. You aren't that part. This is what I'm
Fact,
saying. You
fact.
building a foundation, whether it be with a friendship or a relationship, companionship, you are building a foundation. How you want that foundation to be? You want it to have cracks in it? You want it to be unleveled, lumpy? What we building? Mr. Troy said, so where do you meet that person? Mr. Troy, I'm going to tell you, write down what type of woman you are looking for, right? Everything that you're looking for in a woman, right? Then ask yourself, self, where would I find somebody like this? And run there. So, like I said, I want to start going on museum dates. Guess what I've been doing? Visiting museums, just looking around, talking to people, meeting folks. Okay, that part. Cause who you looking for? You definitely ain't gonna meet her in the middle of a loud ass club and it's dark and you don't know what she look like. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Okay. I'm
They
just saying. I'm
say
just
you want to be
saying.
the man that takes you to museums and then you walking around Home Depot all day. That's just not gonna get it for me.
Or you over there at the club and you thinking you gonna find you a man who like to go to the museum, but you in the club. I don't know. This is just what my daddy used to tell me, child. Sometimes I listen. Most of the time, I didn't listen. I didn't listen at all till I got older and my father passed away. Okay. Do you ladies think that our expectations are overwhelming? You go first.
Do we think men's expectations are overwhelming? I mean, do you think our expectations are overwhelming? We should be at an age now where we know what we want going into that relationship. It's no, it's like no compromising. I know what I want. This is what I want. I'm not going to lower my standards for anybody because guess what? I don't have to. So if you don't have what I want, then on to the next one. I mean, it's simple.
And
So
they said of, yeah, they said of men. So our
oh, so,
expectations, oh yeah, of men, are they overwhelming?
I mean, it depends on what they're looking for. A man could just say, "Hey, I just want a woman," and they might want somebody like Southside Shorty. I mean, you don't know. So I mean, it depends on what the expectations are. I know you can't be expecting to, like I said, want a woman that has a PhD and you sweeping up the curb on a Sunday afternoon. I mean, on a Monday afternoon because you ain't got no job. I mean, gotta have some type of balance.
This is what I have to say in case y'all want to know.
She
I
said,
feel like I feel like our expectations in some cases are unrealistic.
"Why do you feel like that, sis?"
I sometimes and in some cases, I feel like they're unrealistic. Case in point, you can't want a man who owns his own home and you don't own one. You can't want a man that can cook and you can't cook.
No, sis, I can't cook. Okay, so I feel
I'm
like
just saying.
these little jabs that you're trying to take at me right now. I'm
I'm
not.
just
We're
saying.
not gonna let this happen right here on this show.
I'm just saying.
I want a man that can cook because I can't cook.
Well, you need to learn. You need to learn. We need to stop with these excuses. We need to stop expecting things from other people that we're not willing to do or give ourselves.
But most of the men
That's
that I date know
unrealistic.
that I can't cook, so and they okay with it. So what's the
I
difference?
mean, that's your business. Do what you do. I'm
So then
just
we good,
saying. And some that's unrealistic. That's unrealistic to say, listen, I can't even boil water. Can you make me some noodles? Can you make the noodles from the packet?
yeah, I can make it. As long as
Okay.
directions on there, tell me how
Well,
long to
stop.
boil the
Well,
water.
stop taking stuff for yourself, and if you can do a little something. But I'm just saying, please, we need to stop. Um, Let me see what Etai said. That's my biggest deal breaker. Is I'm tired of giving a house up at the end.
Jesus, how many
I'm
times
saying.
did
I'm
divorce?
telling you. I'm telling you. I think our expectations sometimes are unrealistic. Don't accept a man who live in an apartment if you're looking for a man who own a home. And if you're gonna do that, don't be taking jabs at him when y'all get in arguments. If you're going to do that, then help him meet the goal that you want him to be. There we go with the projects again. I'm just saying, if you're going to expect someone to have something or do something, have it yourself first. I don't think in any way, shape, or form you should lower your standards or what you're looking for. I'm gonna tell you what the super producer looking for. I'm looking for a man who owns his own home. It could be a condo, it could be a townhome, it could be a single family home. I don't care. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a man who's business minded. He don't have to work for someone. He can have his own business. But I'm looking for him to have, some sort of stable income, right? I'm looking for a man who values his family. So if he's single, listen, realistically, for me, if his mom is alive, I'm looking for him to tell me, no, I go over and do this for my mom, and I got to do that for. I'm looking for somebody who is actively taking care of someone else. Because I got to take care of someone else's, right?
So they can understand.
So I want I want to feel like I have a responsible man. He's not just thinking about himself. So let's say I meet a man here and he don't have family here, right? I want him to say, "Nah, my friend, he need help with his car, so I'm gonna go over there and help him, try to get his car running." See what I'm saying? I'm looking for somebody who is caring, who is compassionate. They're not just concerned about themselves, because that's going to let me know that they're going to be very concerned about me once we get into that part of the relationship, right?
Sometimes I've seen where that has flipped. I have seen where that's flipped, where they're so much into their friends and their family where they forget about the relationship. So you got to make sure that everything evens out.
KC, if he rents a home, right, and he don't own it, I know one thing, that rent equal to a mortgage. If he paying it every month, he's stable to me. And Winky Wonder, I don't. I have three. One of them about to be grown.
No more babies
Okay.
on this podcast, please.
Okay. I'm looking for someone. That's what I'm looking for. What do you all think about a feminine in tuned man? I feel like he was a product of a single mother. I don't feel like that diminishes his manhood or his masculinity. I feel like he's going to be able to understand a little bit more about when I say it's that time of the month, or when I say I don't feel good, I'm crapping.
Mm.
Because he's going to have been in a house full of women that be doing that. I don't feel like that diminishes a man's um, masculinity because he may be more sensitive. Why do we think that it is a taboo for a man to show his emotions?
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
mean to go here, but
But
I
I
mean, we
know
don't.
because I still had questions about the last question that you was answering.
Okay, well, go ahead.
So you being twice divorced, and I'm just a few weeks divorced. How long before you really found out what you wanted? Because I can honestly say, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have it all together. I don't know what I don't know. So I don't really know what I'm looking for. I know this time around, I want that man. Number one, you got to be God fearing, whatever you believe. Allah, Jesus, the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. You need to have some spirituality in your life. That's got to be big. That's number one this time. I do understand what it means to be unequally yoked. I didn't know what that meant before. I do now. So I need a God fearing man. I can't base my relationship on how they treat their mother or how they treat their friends, because I just seen all of that go wrong. So how long did it take you before you said, okay, this is what I'm looking for? I feel like I'm at the phase now where I'm working on me. I kind of know what I want, but I'm going right in, with these new situationships. When I'm meeting people, telling them I don't need a title, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm still just trying to navigate this one day at a time. What
Antonio
do you think
Anthony, good
about what I'm
evening.
saying?
Good evening. Um, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, so let me say good evening, read some of these comments, and I'm gonna let you sit back for a minute because you're not gonna like what I'm about to say.
I hardly ever do, but you tell me the truth, so go ahead.
Escandalo.
That's okay. No, because I know you're gonna say, listen, you can't really know what you want if you haven't really fixed yourself first.
Okay, let me read some of these comments. I did that one. E-Tide. So if y'all in the comments, y'all listen to E-Tide, this is what he want. I am looking for a lady that owns her home and income and doesn't have a temper, yell or scream, peace and love. Okay.
Next. Look, I'm like we both like next.
These days, Rent can be higher than a mortgage, and it
That's true.
can. Okay. Let's see. It took me 2 years. Okay. Now, let me get to, before I get to their comments about it, let me get to mine. So, good
Winky
evening,
said,
Retha.
take your time.
Okay.
Winky Wonder.
So, I'm going to tell you about the super producer. I was separated from my husband for a whole year before we got divorced. This is the last husband who died. We were discussing getting back together because I have younger children, and he wanted to be in the home with the children because his father was never in his home. However, he didn't get to see those things. But anyway, for a whole year, I did not date. I did not have conversations on the phone with men, nothing, because I really needed to work on me because my choosing radar was off
Right.
because of
Understand.
insecurities in me.
Right.
We like to argue with people and say, oh, it's you, you, you. No, it's really me, me, me. And so what I did was I took a whole year to work on my insecurities. I had insecurities about the way that I looked. I had insecurities about my weight. I had insecurities about my intellect because I was really browbeat in the last uh, marriage. I had insecurities about my capabilities. Um, and so I took a whole year to sit in some counseling sessions, some support groups.
And
Um,
that's what we have to normalize. I'm glad that you said those things. We have to begin to normalize. It's okay to go and get some support.
right,
It's
and I created my own circle of therapy.
mhm.
I reached out to women that there were a few single women that were stable in who they were, and they were single and they were happy about it. So I reached out to those women. I reached out to some women that were married and their marriage was very happy, and they were able to have their own private time, like to themselves, and we did things, just the girls. And so I reached out to those people, were my circle, like my therapy circle. And I began to listen to them, learn from them, um, and discovered started discovering who I was outside of being a mother and a wife, right? Because for 10 years, I was a mother and a wife, and I did that every day. It was never about me. I never got anything specific. And let me tell you all, I never got Christmas gifts,
Wow.
Valentine's. I've gotten flowers from my husband when we were married, but it was like not often. And I love flowers. If I could get them
Oh,
weekly, I would.
wow.
Um, and so, like, love language for me was non existent in both of my marriages.
Mm,
But once I created this circle of healthy women, and I had to realize that I don't need someone else to be whole. I think the first thing that we do when we get out of a relationship, we try to cover up the hole
right.
that's left. Because what, we're used to sleeping with someone every night in the bed, now you got to go from that to not having anyone, not being held, not being hugged, not being kissed, not being caressed, not being made to feel like you're lovable.
That's a different experience too. Cause I felt like while you saying that I missed some of that. I missed some of that, and I found myself trying to force, like force situationships so that I could find that missing piece. And that's where we mess up at.
And see, that's why when you call me with
Yeah,
that,
we already got that
I
down.
went on and with who and why? Because I feel like right now you need to sit with just you and your good girlfriends, the ones that tell Winters, now that's a mess. Now stop it.
Right.
Because that's what I had to do. I had to sit with my girlfriends that would say, "You a whole mess."
Right.
Like now that was insane that you just did that or you said that. Now you shouldn't have said that. You know, and I feel that for you, you just need genuine sisterly love. You just need to be lifted up by your sisters.
And I have
So
I
that
have
when
a great
you
support team. I do.
right, so like it's like when you call me and I be like, sis, you that bitch.
And I is.
Right?
Little chunk is.
Right. You need to know what that feels like coming from the same sex, I feel like. So that you don't feel like you desperate for it from the other sex. I felt a sense of desperation. I felt like I wanted to be validated by a man for some reason. Like that meant something.
And I understand everything that you're saying, like I understand because I've experienced all of those feelings since I've been divorced. Like, oh, oh, I need to be validated. No, I don't. I validate my own self. But it took me almost a year to get to the point where I don't care what you think about me. And I'm not ever gonna lower my standards anymore for nobody.
Now, listen, I want to say this. I feel like we say a lot of things, but our actions don't meet those things.
Baby, I'm not lowering I'm
No,
not
I'm not saying
lowering
I'm
my
not saying
oh,
you. I'm just saying in general, sometimes we gonna fake it till we make it. And I'm not sure that that's a good or a bad thing. I just feel like we got to start being more realistic and honest, like
yes.
super honest. One time, because I was alone, in that year that I was alone, and I sat with myself, one day I cried all day because I could not believe how low I had brought myself. With all of my abilities and talents, I could not believe how I let this person diminish me and all of the time that was wasted. Oh my God. I cried all day. I felt cleansed afterwards, but I really had to be honest with myself about what I did to myself. It wasn't the other person that did that. I allowed it. I allowed it.
Ain't nothing like that bounce back, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing.
Winky wanted to answer your question. Do you know your five love languages? Do you know your love languages now? How do you give and receive? Yes, I absolutely do. You, I think, are coming in. This is number 3 of the series. We are on quality time for tonight, but we did 2 other love languages. Hey, Mr. King Solomon. That's universal. Hear what I say, finger point with women. When we get their index finger out, baby, you better take a heed. I know that's right. I know that's right, baby. Don't but listen. When I do like this, best thing for you to do, the best thing for you to do is just say, "Can we talk about this later?" Yeah, because when I do this finger, I'm finna go to hell,
Uh-oh. Oh shit.
and I have to get
Oh,
better. I
shit.
had to get better with all of that stuff. Now I'm not gonna respond. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not ready to talk about this, right now. Let me do something else. All right, y'all. Let me we did that. We did the introduction. There's a video that I want us to watch.
Okay. I love it.
We doing love languages today. The love language we are is on is quality time. Okay, this is the video. Let's watch this together. I will only watch part of it.
How can I use my communication skills to create and maintain long lasting relationships?
I believe the most valuable thing we can do is understanding something called love languages. Acts of service, physical touch, words of affection, quality time, and the final one is gifts. These are the different love languages that exist in life. Let me ask you, what is your love language?
Acts of service
Okay,
and physical touch. I'm
Yep.
very selective with physical touch though.
okay. Hey, it's all right. It is what it is. Now, here's the thing. So it's physical touch and it's also acts of service, right? So again, you're similar to my wife, not to make things weird. Very similar to my wife. My wife is very similar to Danny. She's more beautiful. And the thing is, my love language is words of affection. What do you think I use on other people when I love words of affection?
You would give them compliments.
Yes. So I'm making an assumption because it's my love language, it's everybody else's love language. This caused us to have so many quarrels in my marriage. Because I'd say to my wife, I'd say, honey, Peiwen, I love you. Thank you so much for giving me time to be away from you and the kids, you stepping up, you doing everything so I can go away and do this and create impact in the world. I love you, thank you. And then she would immediately say to that, she goes, when are you going to take out the trash? I'm like, what? And I realized that what we all fall victim to is we speak to others in our love language. So because your acts of service, do you find yourself doing it for others, Danny?
Yes, a lot.
So what you need to do is you need to sit down, write down the list of people you want to deepen the connection with, and get really clear and start to become a detective and go, what is this person's love language? And if you don't know, ask. And then consciously think to yourself, how can I speak to them on a monthly, weekly basis where I'm speaking to them in their love language? Does that help? Big round of applause for Danny, please. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Ben. You're a very good communicator. I love it.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for the sandwich. Thank you. That was brilliant. It tastes lovely. That was lovely.
I like that.
Did you hear what he said?
I like that.
We speak to people in our love language,
Thank
but
you,
it
Matt.
may not be their love language.
Right.
That is why you should be spending quality time with
Getting
whoever
us.
you're in a relationship with.
Right.
That is why I wanted to play that. Okay?
Ask those questions in the beginning
Right. Because you
may not
need
be
to
somebody
you
that
need to be
wants time.
right. You need to be reading how that person is responding to what you're doing.
Absolutely.
That is why quality time is very important for me. So that you can read me when you do a love language and it fills me up, you're gonna see me. Boy, listen. I'm gonna look at you like put
Hey,
them dishes
yeah.
away. Put them dishes away.
You said put them dishes away.
And let's go. You see what I'm saying? So we cannot speak to people in our love language. But we're gonna need, how do we find out what their love language is? By spending
Ask.
quality time with them.
Ask.
And it doesn't need to be where you spending money. This is why I said we need to be having deeper conversations.
But you know what? That's another thing that I found out on this journey, baby. Everybody that say they want them deeper conversations and they want that truth and upfrontfulness, they don't. And they don't know how to receive that from me being truthful and upfront and saying how I feel.
Now, I'm gonna say this to you.
Saying
Delivery is everything.
I tries.
Delivery is everything. Okay, Trevor, bye. Delivery is everything.
Bye, Trevor. Thank you.
How you communicate with someone can either turn them on or turn them off. Okay? And
Wicked.
I think I think it's very hard to communicate to someone in a non-offensive manner what you're saying. Because
Uh,
I
no,
think sometimes you might be, I think sometimes you might be a little aggressive with
you think so?
what don't you understand?
Like,
Look at my face. What don't you understand?
why are you looking like that? Like, don't you hear me telling you what I want?
Look at your face now.
Oh,
You know,
I'm,
for me,
I'm
because I
working
would
on
have
it.
said, I don't particularly respond to that. This is what I would say. But that's a me thing. I would say, I don't particularly respond to that, and you may find me uh backing off.
Mm.
You know, I think we all need to be able to, speak to each other in a manner that has us to respond.
I mean, I ain't coming in like Debo. This my love language. I mean, I ain't coming in like that. I'm not gonna be doing that. Like, this my love language. This what I need you to do for me. No, no, it's nothing like that. But I want to just lay it all up front and on the table. I feel like at 40, how old am I now? I'm gonna be
But
48.
why are you so fast? You want to be so fast to just be like, this what I like, whatever. It's like,
Because time I wasted
but see, sis,
15 years
why
in a
you,
marriage. I
but
feel like I wasted it.
this is why you need to be able to sit with yourself and not date anyone. You know why? Because you're bringing that baggage from your marriage into the present.
And I don't want to. That's why I feel like
Right.
lay
So
it on the line up
I'm gonna
front.
tell you again, no, you don't need to be speaking to nobody until you are able to relay that in a way that you're not upset about. Because I feel like you're bringing that from your marriage and you're upset about it. You're upset about the time that was wasted. But
I
how are you upset with the person that is in front of you when they were not there?
I think we need
And
to work.
it's going to take time to get to know anyone. So it's not going to be that you're going to waste time. You got to take your wins and your losses just like everybody else. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
I'm
I
just saying that's what it is.
feel you though.
But you need to, I feel like you need time to just be going out with your girlfriends. Ain't no dating, ain't no men involved, because right now everything that previous person did is
No
way.
man involved.
No, meaning that everything that I'm get you.
Okay.
Everything that previous person did is weighing on your every thought.
Rita.
When I go out, if I go on a date, which I have not been asked out on a date, I haven't been on a date since 2022. But when I do, I am not gonna be sitting there thinking about, child, my husband used to do that, because I am far past that. What he did was what he did. You're not there that yet though. You're not there with the what he did is what he did. You're not there yet. And so that's why I feel like, yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
not ready to even.
I don't know where I'm at. I'm just where
Right.
I'm just
And
floating.
that's why I said, oh, you're not gonna like this, because you shouldn't be going out on nobody date. I don't care who asks you. You should tell them, I'm not ready. And if you want to go out to a bar and have a drink and not be attached to anyone so you can get up and leave, because that's what I used to do. I used to go out to karaoke, have me a drink. People talk to me, man talk to me, I talk to him, but I wasn't obligated to stay. When the conversation went to silence, I get up and leave, because I ain't obligated to you. But I feel like I have spent time with the opposite sex, and I'm filled in that manner.
Petty Fish, I said I got to get through the 5 stages of grief. He ain't dead.
He doesn't have to be dead.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I mean, you might want him to be, but
But that's where it is. I just,
I think the more mature we become, the more unoffendable we become. You don't want an immature man who can't have a real conversation.
That's very true.
I learned my delivery was bad and communicating was major, and I shut down and tune out. Yet those past issues pop right up. You didn't waste time. You are weeding out the things you don't like. You learned from that marriage.
Thank you, Winky.
There's
Thank all of y'all. I like our sister circle.
okay. Okay, Etar, you cool. Rita exactly defense mechanism kicks in. Not just going out, but in person, sister circles, wine book clubs, spa treatment conversations. There's so much you have to do to get past the 5 stages of grief. Yes.
I don't like hanging
Yes.
out with a bunch of women though.
Yes. What you say?
I don't like hanging out with a bunch of women.
That's the problem. Because
Hey.
why?
I just don't like
Because we should be building each other up. There's so much that you have to offer to a sister circle. And I know because I speak to you on a daily basis. There are so many. Listen, y'all don't know how winters be calming me down sometimes.
it's hard.
Anyway, there is so much that we have to get that out of our vocabulary. The women that say, see, that's why I'm friends with mostly men. No, that's because you don't know how to be a sister. That's why we having this conversation.
I know.
And you
just
have
like
so
friends
much,
circle.
you have so much to offer a sister circle. That's insane. That's insane. Don't say that. I don't like that.
Okay, I'm gonna work on it.
I don't like that. And you
I'm
know
gonna work.
why?
I just never.
But you know why? Because it takes the right sisters. You can't just be connected with anyone because you might have a bad experience. I've had that. But I don't like that. I don't like when women say that.
Okay,
It's
well,
offensive.
I can try to work on that for you.
Yeah, I mean, I just want you to understand that there are things that you have to offer to other women that can help them.
And I know I do. I know I do. I have stories. I have traumatic situations that have brought me this far. That I know that if I'm at some point I'll be able to share with other women and hopefully they won't make the same choices that I made. I know that. I
Look at
just
this. You never know who you affect, Winters. I needed this show today. I needed y'all today.
that was sweet.
I'm just saying, we have to stop. If we want to see a change, we got to be the change we want to see. I don't get along with every type of woman. There are certain ones that I get along with, and those are the ones that I gravitate to my circle. But I don't knock any of those other women that I don't particularly mesh with. They're going to find their circle. It's just not a circle that involves me. Right. And no, I really don't seek out being with anyone, man or woman, to be honest with you.
No,
Um,
I know you don't on that. Now you ain't lying on that one. That's
yeah,
something
no,
you really don't.
yeah, no, because I've been alone with myself. So, and I'm comfortable with myself. I feel like people that are not comfortable with being alone, they always got to be around somebody.
Hey, Chris Caleb, thank you for japping in. We're talking about quality time, love language.
We
What's
are,
your love language?
Chris Keller.
Yes.
We're talking about being able to communicate that love language. We're talking about, um, you have to spend quality
Yes,
time
yes.
in order to figure out somebody's love language. So, we're talking about all of those things. Super producer probably shared too much today. But for
No,
me,
I thought this was a wonderful show.
I'm never embarrassed. You can't embarrass me because if I didn't go through those things, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. And I'm very proud of the person that I am today.
I'm proud.
We had some articles talking about QT time. I'm going to link them as I always do. to this video, but this article I found particularly interesting. What quality time as a love language means and how to show it. Let's look at this right quick. The how to show it part, because I think some people get stumped with that. If you see right here, um, it says if you find most of these statements true, then quality time is your love language. There's like 8 of these things. You feel lonely when you don't have enough time with your partner. Um, those things right there. Let me see.
Oh my God, we were just talking about this today.
What?
Right there. I love seeing you both at different stages of life. Remember, we were just talking about how far we were like
Yeah.
in different stages.
We were talking about a lot of this stuff that y'all
Yes.
wrote in the in the chat, which I'm always glad for. Uh, Start and end your day with each other. I love that one. Avoid distractions when together. See, we talked about all of these. Prioritize meaningful eye contact. Come on now.
Girl, that eye
Listen.
contact. You ever had that eye contact with somebody at first sight? Have you ever
Yes.
experienced that?
Yeah. That stuff, this was a tough conversation for me today. I'm going to tell y'all because,
Well, we could do a part two, girl.
listen, I'm going to tell y'all something again. Uh, I'm going to tell you to be 47 years old and to feel like I have yet to be properly loved by the opposite sex has been hard, difficult, extremely difficult. I have learned to deal with it, right? To cope with that. Um, but at this stage of my life, I don't want to just be dealing, and so these are the daily struggles, right? These are the things you need your sister circle for. Um, so yeah, I am incredibly saddened by that statement. Even saying it out loud makes me cringe. Um, and it makes my heart hurt to say that. Um, so, that is why another reason why I wanted to do these series, because I just want people to know you're not the only one. You're not alone.
So not.
Um, all of us are struggling with something. This was a great article too. If quality time is your love language, how it impacts your relationship. This particular article, teaches you how to navigate your relationship with quality time being one of your love languages so that you don't overwhelm your partner, because your partner's love language may not be quality time. We also have to, keep that in our minds,
And what
just
do we
like the
do?
video.
What do we
Huh?
do? What do we do if we don't know what our partner's love language is? We
We're going to spend some quality time with them,
and we're gonna ask.
right? So that's that article. I'll link all of these articles to the video. What is the quality time love language plus 9 examples? This article gives you 9 examples of what you could do to show someone who quality time is their love language, um, to be able to show them. I'm reading this because I remember why I picked this article. Because if your quality time is your love language, you love enhanced communication, deepen emotional bonds, lasting memories, a sense of belonging, and mutual understanding. And those are all of the things that I felt like I was lacking in my marriages. And then The 9 things that you could do: prioritize regular date nights, plan special getaways. We talked about all of these things. Involve each other in your daily routines, eliminate distractions, practice mindfulness together, set up daily check ins, try new things together, create traditions, and celebrate small moments.
Right.
Okay? And so I will link all of those um, to this video on both sides. I'll link it to the 810 side and to the All in the Q side. Um, but quality time. What are you guys thinking about this episode? I know a lot of people have left, and I know we didn't have a lot of people on, and it's
Girl,
okay.
we did have a lot of people on.
We did at one point.
Yes, we did.
Um,
This is cute right here. The way you said eye contact went to brought someone to mind. Me too, girl. That's why I said eye contact.
Child, they brought several people to mind because listen, super producer all over the place, child.
You're like eye contact. Like who? I remember them. That's
Okay, because listen, super producer has been getting out as of late, not really dating, just getting out to like things like meetings and just being out in the public, uh,
and
doing
getting them
those
looks,
things.
girl. You better tell the whole story. You been getting them looks.
Listen, I can get looks all I want to. I don't. When somebody compliments the way that I physically look,
It
that's what
makes
it
you
is.
feel, but it makes you feel good.
It does make me feel good to know that the effort that I put in was seen. Uh, but I am just desperately seeking somebody to give me a deeper comment. I'm desperately searching for someone to say, wow, like this is a great conversation. Would you like to continue this conversation?
At a
Would you
museum
like to go have
somewhere.
coffee? Huh?
At a museum somewhere.
Or go have coffee? I don't have to, we can have coffee or, go to a coffee shop or something like that. There, you know, um, I can do day dates, lunch date. Okay, Justin, I was on that lunch date. Um, and do that. I'm just, you know, really ready for that. It is I feel like
Yes.
it's like a
Uh-huh.
soul cry.
Yep.
I feel like is somebody seeing my soul? I'm looking for the person who can see my soul. Okay? That's what I'm looking for. Give me a soul for my soul. That's it. Okay.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's
Okay.
it.
Exactly. I'm so glad. My goal is that we are creating other types of programming. I know that people love a car crash. I know that people love ratchet TV. And that's going to be what's most prominent out here that people are going to be following and watching. But I'm not out here for that.
Very,
I'm out. I'm
very,
out here to, huh?
very Jamaica, very classy. We're gonna
I
do
am
this.
out here trying to make the world a better place because that's what I want to see. I
Lord,
want
you
to.
got me about to sing. Make a better place
I'm
for you,
not doing it.
for me.
Listen, that's all I have for you tonight. Winters, y'all need to get up. You like this show, Wanda? I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I hope that you all watch all of the episodes over and over and over and over again.
And over again. This is my
Okay.
second favorite show.
Okay. I love this show because I get to be me, just
Yes,
me. Not super producer, but me.
me,
You're getting the me.
me.
I ain't gonna tell you my name, but you're getting the me. That's it. That's what you're getting.
I'm not gonna tell you my name, but you're getting to me.
Okay. You're getting the super,
And the
super
producer.
duper. Okay. My hub just asked, did I tell you all how good he is? Tell him, yes, you did.
Yes,
And we're so grateful.
yes.
Tell
And,
him that we are so grateful.
and she said she was gonna spend a lot of more time with you because she know what your love language is.
Okay, you going back for the first two love languages, Winky? Look for them. They up there.
Mhm.
Okay, those were some great episodes too. Yes, a good look, SP. Gotta catch replay. Okay, good. Yes. Go look at the other ones. I'm telling you, there was some great information in all of those, and we really, we have been opening up. I feel, yeah, Winky Wonder, y'all do. Because people are calling it so much.
Shut up.
Interesting.
Shut up.
Interesting that I ain't calling their names, but they calling mine.
See, sometimes I gotta help
Okay.
her. I gotta help her. I gotta help her.
Mm. Mm.
What is
But
our
anywho,
what's our next love language, super producer?
hey, I ain't going up there in Philly. You
Hey,
in you in Philly, right? I ain't going. I've been in the bushes
up in the
watching
bush.
Great Job Ladies. I'm officially hooked. Okay, I
Yay, so
love
cute.
this. Ain't you in Philly? I ain't going. I ain't going.
Sis, what's that
Okay.
last love language, sis? What's that last love language?
What is it?
What is it? What is it? What you say?
What I say? What is it?
You don't know the last one?
Mm-mm.
It starts
Okay.
with a G.
I'm
Gifts.
scared now.
Gifts.
Oh, yeah, that was the last one we did. That's WYNTIS. That's WYNTIS. Okay. Now listen, as we go on in these episodes, don't be afraid to super chat us. Winters need to get, I don't know what she need to get, but I need to get some cranberry sauce and Jiffy Mix. Jiffy Mix is $2.50 and cranberry sauce might be $1.69. Y'all figure it out.
Don't you need me
But
to give you a couple dollars or something? I got you.
yes, Tay, T from the D, 2025 is going to be great for the
Yes,
love
it is.
languages. You know why? Because we are starting to learn what our love languages are, and we are going to be able to put them into motion with the people that we are in relationships with. We're going to be able to communicate to them and spend quality time with them and show them what our love languages are. You missed the physical touch. We haven't done it yet. We did gifts. We did what was it? Words of affirmation. I think, and this was the third one, which is quality time. So let's see what our next one is gonna be. Hold on,
There we go. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm
Petty
gonna
fish,
tell you.
petty fish, petty
Come
fish,
on, pet fish. Thank you,
fish.
thank you so much. Okay, let's see what our next love language is. Tell y'all for the next episode.
Sound like Dr. Dre.
This one. Boop, boop. Okay, so we have done
Acts of
acts of
service.
service. Thank you, Retha. Thank you. We have done acts of service. We have done receiving gifts, quality time. So, our next love language that we will be doing is words of affirmation. I love this one too. I want I want my to go plate, please, and thank you. you you gonna get it, petty fish.
No,
So our next one is words of affirmation. So
Winky.
go back and find these episodes. You're either going to find it on All in the Queue or you're going to find it on 810 News Media Group. So you need to be subscribed to both channels. You're either going to find them on either. Thank you, Winky Wonder.
Winky,
Thank you.
Winky, bring your friend onto the show, cause that'll be a good. I need it in my circle. 'Cause I'm just going
Okay.
through it too.
Acts of service, receiving gifts, and quality time. These are the episodes we've done already. Our next one will be words of affirmation. And listen, you're going to get more of the same, more honesty from super producer. You're going to get a lot of my failures and a lot of my successes. I'm just going to be honest about them because I'm not perfect. I'm human like y'all are. And I got a lot of flaws.
And I'm just learning, y'all. I'm just floating one day at a time, trying to make it, child.
Oh, Winters, you doing
This
great.
show is helping me. I love Simply Sister Show. It allows me to talk things out. A lot of this stuff I'm going through, or just went through it. So I love this show. I love it, and I love our chat group.
Yes. Lord have mercy. I love this chat. Y'all help me. I'm still learning too. I want to get back out here in this dating scene, and I want to be my best self. I want to give whoever is going to give me a chance my best self. I'm going to put my best foot forward. And I feel like I'm just going to put myself out there. That's one thing I've been afraid to do. So
Whoever
I'm
gets
just
you,
going to do it.
they got a gym.
Man,
They will have a gym.
I know one thing. They're going to have something on their hands. That's for sure. They definitely going to have something on their hands.
And if they mess up, they gonna have to catch these hands too.
Oh,
So
I love
it's
that. Oh
all
my God, I love that. I love that. Okay, y'all, that's our time. Y'all ain't tired of us? Well, I'm sure y'all tired of me. Guess what? All in the queue. So please subscribe to the 810 News Media Group in the morning, the
Yeah.
morning bump.
Thank you.
Morning bump.
9 a.m.
For and Trevor's rant at 1 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
on 810 News Media Group. For All in the Queue, tomorrow, please subscribe to Unpopular Opinion at 8:30 CST time, 9:30 EST time. I do Unpopular Opinion with Shawan Burns. Jim, thank you so
you.
much. Jim, you know I love you. You
Thank
know
you.
that. Thank you so much. Unpopular Opinion with Shawan Burns in the morning. You can catch the replay after the bump. And I have an evening show. So all in the queue, people, tomorrow at 7 CST time. We got some business to tend to.
Mm-mm.
Special guest as well.
Oh.
We've been having these surprise exclusive interviews. So we got a
Okay.
special guest on Friday. Is you want to be in the chat for All in the Queue at 7 p.m. on Friday. Okay?
Okay.
Listen, love you guys. Super producer wishes nothing but blessings for your life. I hope that in everything you do, that it is blessed beyond. Okay? Beyond. Overflowing blessings is what I wish for your life. Okay? Take heed to your announcements. Those were your announcements.
And listen, you got it wrong today. Get it right again tomorrow.
And that's it.
You're my sister no matter how we fight. And you know for you I'll always catch a flight. Every day we're not always cool, but none of that stops me from loving you.
No, it's 8 p.m.
You I can always
CEST, Winky. 8.
I'm safe with you and nobody else. You're my sister, I trust. You know what to do. You know there's no one I love as much as you. Simply sisters. I'll make you mad, I'll make
Simply
you
sisters.
It's a sister thing.
Simply sisters, simply. They'll make you wanna love them until the very end. Simply sisters, simply. I'll make you wanna love them. I'm so much strength when I talk to you. You're in my mind telling me what to do.